He's arguably the most controversial man in Ghana today. His utterances have berated hearts, and the mere mention of his name elicits insults and vituperations from a cross-section of society, including the most caustic platform now, social media. But has his bid to counsel people on a path to sound marriages been overmarketed? Has he crossed the emotional line and destroyed more than he has created in terms of unions? Or are we unduly grinding a man's work on the altar of thoughts being damn right radical? Reverend Cyril George Cattinson Lutrot joins me now. Welcome to the Pulse, Mr. Lutrot.
Charlie, my name is Francis Amban. That has been our style.
This has been, oh goodness. I will get to you shortly, but even before you came, yep. And when we put up your picture on our joint news page that you were coming, we've had tons of comments on our page, and I just want to read some of them right now, just before we start the interview right now. And your comments have been coming in thick and fast on this issue. Let me read some of them at this point. Tobias Tedoleki says, can you tell us which institution licensed him as a counselor? For me, counseling is both an art and a science. If he has the passion for it, he should go to school to learn the methodology involved in counseling. He speaks of humans as if we are automated machines. We are social beings and we act differently at different times and situations. So an idea that works for you might not work for me. I understand his mechanistic approach to humans. I believe it's due to certain conditions. I'll read more of your comments in just a bit. Okay, I think I can read some more at this point. Usman Kamara says, I like him. He says the truth, but I was worried because I watched him on Adum TV and people said he should be banned from the media. That's some of the comments that are coming in on this issue. All right then. So as we continue with the program, I'll read more of your comments. But let's start off the conversation right about now. Mr. Lutrot.
Reverend Lutrot.
Reverend Lutrot.
Thank you. That's good. I like
some first question.
Yes.
Whether or not you're a true counselor. Are you a counselor?
I'm a counselor.
How did you become a counselor?
Well, I thank you so much. Good evening to all of you, and to cherish descending listeners and viewers. Because some will be listening, they will not even be able to see my face, and some will be angry enough to turn off their TV. But I'm still on air. Actually, when you turn me off, I'm still on air. You know, what I'm saying is that I was trained by the Ghana Psychology. We have the School of Counseling, the only school of counseling so far raised in this country. That's where I was trained. The affiliation is with Trinity Theological Seminary. At the same time, we are with ITS Ghana, International Theological Seminary, US of A, but the campus in Ghana here with the president here. So I was trained down here in Ghana. I did all my courses and I was granted.
And you have a certificate to be a certified counselor?
I have certificates in so many specializations.
Which are?
I'm a temperament therapist. I'm a marriage and family therapist. I'm a sex therapist. I am a deaf and grief therapist. I did HIV and counseling as well. I'm a volunteer for PPH Ghana. I mean, these things I keep telling you, every day I meet you there. One of the things I never like to do is to compete with intellectualism and show you what I carry. But what am I able to do with the few that I am? Because for whoever is faithful in little, much shall be given to. I'm expected to deliver more than what I'm carrying by God. And above all, for 22 years in the Bible school, I mean, I'm just a small boy, but I've studied God's word. So my counseling is without the center called Christ. Because counseling and psychology and psychiatric without Christ is meaningless.
Okay. Now, you say that you have the certification, but indeed, even today, yes, we have some details coming from the Ghana Psychological Association. Okay. Let's say that 1, you are not registered as a counselor. Okay. 2, your comments are causing more harm than good to the ordinary Ghanaian today. How do you respond to that?
Well, I am not a counselor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm a counselor. And the Ghana Psychological Council that was promulgated recently, there's an association called Ghana Academy of Christian Counselors, 50th registered body in this country. The commission of this group was done by the then Honorable Minister of Information, Honorable Obuchi Kofi Kufuor's regime. We've been operating the system, we've done a lot of things. So that association is there. The one you are talking about, the council people, I mean, I think one time, verbally, their president happened to be somebody I live with in the same place. discuss with me, and I allow my president to go because he's a psychologist. Our president is a psychologist. He went to register. I have the form to register. It's my turn to think about going. But unfortunately for me, when I'm planning to go and join this association, then I had one of the members, I don't know her position, on radio really using very loose words on me.
Okay, again, just before you go on that tangent,
yes,
let's watch him and the point he makes. Then we'll come back and look at that. And also in the broader context of what you've been saying lately, that's causing a lot of controversy today.
I don't even know if he's a psychologist. I don't know. All psychologists have been duly registered by the Ghana Psychological Council, and he is not one of us. But then the kind of things he says, for me, are strange. They are outrageous. They are unfortunate. And the Ghana Psychological Association, for example, we have taken steps to write to the Ghana Psychological Council to invite him. Okay, because what he's doing is not helping the cause of society. It's misleading the public, creating tension, among friends and families, which is wrong. And you see, the media too. You want to make news, but you need to get people who are competent. You check their background, the institution where they are affiliated to. Check all these things before you get on the platform. Other than that, we will be providing services that will not help advance the cause of this society. We also have a role to play. When Councillor Luther speaks, ask yourself, does his speeches benefit, unite society, or they do otherwise? All these things should guide us in determining, the implication of somebody's action. So I think that we have a role to play.
Why has it become necessary for the Ghana Psychological Association to write to invite him?
Because we think that the kind of things, one, he's not a certified psychologist. Number two, the kind of things he tells the public are not accurate. They are not scientifically grounded. Those of us in academia, we cannot speak out of vacuum. It's not our opinions. It is what has been established empirically. So when I'm making a statement, that statement must be based on data. He is not doing that. He's not doing that. It's not about our opinion. It's about empirical evidence. It's about data. That's it.
And has he responded to this call?
I think he's here to be served. Our secretary has been mandated or tasked to, write a letter to the Ghana Psychological Council, and I'm sure he'll be contacted. Yeah, so for me, I think then
when you contact him, what exactly do you seek to achieve by bringing him to the council to respond?
I don't know what is going to happen, but I'm thinking it will depend on the committee that is going to meet him. It's going to bother about, our professional integrity. Okay, you call yourself a psychologist or a counselor or whatever, and you are saying things that undermine, our core principles. Then I think, there's something that we need to look at. So because of our professional integrity and also societal cause, I think we are justified if we go in there to make sure that the right thing is done.
Right then, so he was keenly watching that. Just to quote from where you left off, you said just when you were about to register with this association.
The forms are with me.
You heard what?
The lady was on radio and
was actually this gentleman, same interview?
No, was on Adom. There was a lady who said, I come to radio, I insult, and he doesn't know where I come from. I'm not a counselor. And I was quiet to listening to her. And I realized that if you decide to bring lay counselors and preachers on board, then we are coming for covering and protection, not to be exposed or degrade ourselves in public. So I hesitated that I'm in one association already. I am not a psychologist.
But you said your president went to fill the form.
I led him to the place. Before they started, before they registered, I was there. I know much about all of them. He might not know me. You understand? But what I'm saying is that I heard a lot of things he said. All the things he said, they are lies.
Why?
I'm using that word, they are lies.
Why are they lies?
Has he ever listened to me before? He's not. He's reading what people are writing. I have been on Joy platform, not now. Not now. I hear people say a lot of things. Most of the statements people are rewriting my quotes, It happened at Joy. From Kojo upon Christmas time, Friday, we're having time. Lexus Bill, what do you call him? Bolare. I mean, what's happening? As for late night express, it's another page. I've been when Joy started multi TV, Chocolate Factory with Vicky Ama, and came back. I've been on this platform for so many years. Where were they?
So are you saying it's late in the day for them to ask you to?
The question is, what comments have I made that they think comes from a person who is not a professional?
Okay, I guess we can deal with the comments that have spotted all this controversy for which you're saying what you're saying today. The first one that many have been talking about is when you say that a woman should not marry a poor man, and that if you marry a poor man, you will die early and go to hell. How do you say that?
Thank you. You've not quoted right, so let me quote you right. A question was asked, how can a lady identify a qualified man as a husband? Women don't marry. It is men who marry women. The reverse of osmosis we are having, that we are afraid to speak the truth, and we say they are normal. Let's accept it that way. I'm not in that context, because every counsel I give has Jesus as the center, and the truth shall set them free. The statement was how, and I say, no woman should allow a poor man to marry her.
Who's a poor man?
Let me continue. No, don't allow a poor man to marry you. If this is my camera, that's what I said it. And I said the reason is because they said, who is a poor man? A poor man is a man who cannot feed himself 3 times plus common snack. Soboro, aglikakro, akoshi, kube. If you can't do this, you are not qualified for marriage.
Why?
Because if you can't feed yourself, can you feed somebody? At least if you can feed yourself, you can sacrifice your 3 square meals for somebody's daughter. You know why I work? Even today, I chance on somebody who has not eaten since morning with 5-month pregnancy. Husband says to me, it's painful to find women who have delivered lying on the floor because of 80 Ghana cedis. Your wife is pregnant for 9 months and you can't afford 80 Ghana cedis and she'll lie on the floor. The reason is because somebody has forced you into marriage. The church has coerced and told you that what the Lord has put together, let no man put asunder. God hasn't put anything together. It is men who put together. And unfortunately for them, they don't know. Pastors don't have the right to bring men together, because the Cap 127 green and white certificate we have is for the government. We are working for the government. It is man and woman whose parents put them together. For that matter, if you can't feed yourself, you are not qualified for marriage. Make sure you can feed yourself, you are established, so that the price of womanhood shall be the best value, because a man without a wife is nothing. Our glory, our favor is hidden in them. Let's go and dig them. They are mining. Okay. And what do you mean by a young man who is now looking for the center to hold, that he goes for marriage? Are they happy with the divorce rate? Are they happy with what's happening in Dopso? Are they happy with the way people are causing spousal murder? Is that what they want?
But are you saying the ordinary person who wants to get married needs to have what? A house, can feed himself, so self-sufficient before he can think about
marriage? You use the
marriage?
word so self-sufficient. If you are not sufficient, how do you take care of somebody? You know how many women today are running homes? That's a shame. It's a shame for women. And that is why our country is like this. Our country is running slowly because the blessing of marriage is not coming. Because we are hidden, we become ostriches, refusing to tell them the truth. And who told you that? That a young lady who is single, looks happy, excited, look beautiful, gets into marriage and become a disgrace among the friends? I, Councillor George Lutrot, an agent of change, will never sit for it.
Okay, now the import of what you say is that people who are not ready to get married financially and they're not being self-sufficient should not even enter into the business of marriage.
They should look for employment.
I get that. But some say that in your bid to educate people, your comments become a bit radical.
Like what?
When you say that if you marry a poor man, you, the lady, will die and go to hell.
Let me tell you the reason. Because in your poor state, with a man who constantly is abusing you with neglect, can't feed you, you mama, you speak against God, you lose your focus with God and become an agent of the devil, then you are close to hell. That's the truth. Take it or leave it.
So if you murmur about something, it means you are qualified.
What happened to the Israelites? A journey that was short took them how many years? That long years because of murmuring. And the thing is that once you are going through pain, pain is for change, but the change is not coming. So you look, people have married as children of God. Today they become agents of the devil because of marriage. And I will not allow you, a child of God, to go to hell because of marriage. Because the Bible says that if one of your hands is disturbing you, my brother, cut it off.
You're going to America now with your sons.
No,
but anyway,
cut it off.
Okay, but thing is this. Some also say that you also made a comment about if you're married and you go to the market to go buy foodstuffs and the money given to you for chop money, you don't have enough to buy salt. Come cook the food without salt.
Hallelujah.
How does that make sense?
It happened on Joy. I mean, the most descending listeners on Joy FM. We're having a show, I think it was Bola, and the story came up there. The lady said, the man said the lady has insulted him whilst he was eating, and locally said, Sawudi, ayawde. So when you made it to her, who didn't and insulted, I can't use that word on air. So when she brought it, I said, no, this is simple for all of us. If your husband gives you money to the market, and you can add to it to cook for him to eat, and he will come back for you to insult him for eating that meal, then cook the meal without the salt. So when he tastes there's no salt, it creates communication for him to understand. Where from what misquoting that was? It was on Joy, a credible station with descending listeners and very qualified producers and highly intellectual program directors.
Okay, the first point you made about poor man not marrying people.
Yeah.
The other comments that I've had many on our platform ask questions and saying that if a rich man gets poor, is that license for the woman to
you know that
marriage?
I don't even know a rich man. I've not seen a rich man before yet. So I don't talk about rich men. I talk about poor men.
So if a man loses his job, his business, and becomes broke, can't do anything and is married.
Watch it.
So that woman leave the marriage?
A lot of women today are running their families because husbands who are unemployable have lost their business and they are eating food that they have not cooked for. The head of the family is the man. It cannot be changed. So there are some homes today that their husbands have lost their jobs. Look, there are so many stories that come to my table. I'm telling you, that at times is so painful. But the thing is that if you're married like me today, if I lose my job today, I'm employable. I'm employable. So I tell women, marry men who are employable.
Marry men who are employable.
Because at the end of the day, when today they lose this, I can sell charcoal. I have done weaving before. Unfortunately for me, I belong to a very solid, well-grounded family. But I did all these things just to know that in case this fails, I do 7 jobs in this country, Ghana. Me, George.
Today?
7.
Apart from counseling?
7 jobs. 7 jobs. There are some places you see me, you wonder. Will you be surprised when you see me in the morning sweeping? Registered with AMA. I sweep by the roadside. My name is there. Imbog Bay. Imbog Bay. Akpatubu one word on Shimbog Bay.
Meaning?
You see, well, Gamma men who should have translated me. Gamma small Gamma non.
Meaning what? For those who are watching who
they
don't
they should go and Google and look for this understanding. Now, my channel, listen. I don't want to speak now. Let me continue. Listen very carefully. You see, the issue is that I am not putting anybody's head under my leg and pushing things in your head. I have never done counseling on TV before. Never, or radio. I've never done it before. Because under no circumstance can you do counseling on TV or radio. So all the things people are saying, my brother, lots of them are lies. If you are married to a man who is rich today, according to your riches, and he loses his riches, nobody will even know it. Because once they were running the home was run smoothly. A woman's obligation is not by a man to instruct, pay school fees, let me pay light bill. That one is not marriage. It's called business venture. But a woman has a volunteerism to support you, not when you have requested. So when we put these things in place, it means when you lose your job, nobody will even see it. But we're not talking about a man who has lost the job and is sitting home because his master's degree must look for a job for him 4 years, 5 years, a year. A
lot of Ghana people won't understand what
I say when he's not getting job to do, he's eating and feeling lazy and sleeping, watching TV. Let him feel hungry a minute. He will look for a job to do. This one to write it. I said it.
Okay, let me read some of the comments that have come through from social media. So this interactive segment can also go on so people's questions can be answered. This one from Nana Kwesi. Okay, he says, can you quote a verse in the Bible that says, which says that marriage is for the rich?
The question is that I'm not talking about a rich man, but let me give one simple example. When Jacob felt that he wanted a woman to marry, and he went to the Laban's house, what did he do? Because he was poor and he didn't have what to eat, he worked for 14 years for Rachel and killed Rachel later. Men tried.
Okay, there's another one here. It says that I would like him to tell me how rich he was before marrying his wife.
I was able to feed myself 3 times, and that's why I'm still feeding my wife.
When was this?
I married how many years now? I think it's about 10, 11 years ago.
10, 11 years ago. What did you have at the time?
Everything.
Which is what?
Oh, everything that a woman should see, the man is ready. I had shelter, not obey the wind self-contained. You know that one?
So what did you have then?
I had a place, I had a place that can accommodate 2 people. And
2-bedroom house?
It's not a house. I had a place that can accommodate 2 people. And it was okay, comfortable enough. I'm bringing somebody's precious daughter who is coming from a home that has a family. So I brought her to a place that when you visit your daughter, you'll be excited to release blessing for me, because my blessing is in the loins and the hands of a woman. That's why men who are not married are struggling. See how they are shamefully disgracing themselves in town. I beg you.
Okay. Now, one other thing is this.
Yes.
Is it possible for you to tell people what you define as the truth in counseling without hurting people's emotions?
Who have I hurt?
Because I see the kind of comments that people write.
Ask for comments.
It suggests that what you say may not be properly
It's lack of parenting, you see. The interpretation is lack of parenting, because every child is raised to know how to tolerate. That's why I've been tolerating for long. I've been tolerating, I'll tolerate till I die, because it was part of upbringing. This current dispensation, anytime anything the child asks, we give. We have gone to people's homes today, they're cooking jollof, fried rice, yam, fried plantain, and fufu. They have 4 children and a man, and the daddy. So the daddy sees fufu, and the rest, the woman is cooking everything. Why is that said? What daddy eats is what we are all eating, because nobody cook poison for the children. So we've taught the children to grow in this dispensation within the WhatsApp, the Twitter, the Facebook, and they want everything at ease. So for me, I want you to learn it simply, that it's not about who is rich, but who is poor and cannot afford. Once you can afford, my brother, and you are still there, you're not getting married, we need to push you to marry. That's why I said, if you have gone to marriage age, and your family, especially your parents, are afraid to marry Francis, you know what? I call them, they are just behaving like wizards.
Okay. Many who are watching, they say that your words seek to attack people's relationships, people's marriages. No. You say never, but the verdict out there, and many have had cause to write articles and things they say.
No, it's you are hearing, and it's attacking you. Did I see your face before I'm talking? Who the car fit? Let them wear it. If I could have said the same thing in the music lyrics, who attacked me? The writers are saying things. Most of the songs we play, they are saying the same thing I'm saying. Look, I said, the Bible says that foolishness is born in the heart of a child, but a rod of correction. What have we done? We have withdrawn the rod of correction, so we are growing with foolishness in our hearts. And they say, don't say it. The older people made a statement. They said, in a local Tree language, Ufa obi baba na asha ne nyensen na nware na wabu ni kwasia wabu abusua ne kwasia asha ni kwasia nyensen yaji kwasia buonsa. So literally meaning you've made a fool out of our daughter, so we charge you, not marry her, we charge you for making fool out of her. Now go to the street and see. You have 4 children, 6 children. How many kwasia bu have you done? Am I harsh or speaking the truth? Pain is a medium of change.
Okay, but
and I was trained to bring a change. I'm a change agent.
But for the kind of things that we're seeing now, yes. I am learning that it's also affecting you and your access to social media today. No,
it's not affecting me.
Social media.
I am. You know, one of the good things about me is that because I came as an agent of change sent by God and have trained me. Look, I was trained a long time. 10 years down the line, I was not on air. I came back 10 years after learning. Now this is what happens to me. It is me. I'm using my family name. So anything I do, I don't have a brand name. Like the who is that? AKA Gagagoga. Then they can't look for my name. My name is Reverend Counselor Cyril George Castenson Luttrot. I belong to the Luttrot family, married to a very credible woman whose family too is attached to mine. So you know, one of the challenges with me is that when people say this guy is always attacking this and that, you close my social media. My Facebook is disabled. My is it WhatsApp they call it? It's also done the same. Doesn't stop me from talking.
Disabled what? On your devices or everywhere you go?
Everywhere I go. And I don't even force to log, because even on that page, all I do every morning is release the quote of prayer. Like today, I'm vigiling from 7:30 to tomorrow morning at a trade fair with all my fans. We're going to scatter, cut off heads. We're going to dry up sources in this country. Every source they are using negatively to dry what God has brought, it shall be dried this year before the election time. I'm declaring this today. Do I need social media to do it? Have I ever come here to beg you to give me airtime? You want people to change. Are you not happy when marriages are good? That's why I'm here. So block my Facebook, Facebook company. Block my Facebook, block my leg book, my rib book, my voice book, everything. But God, who called me as an agent of change, will speak even when I'm silent. Because even the video they are playing, I didn't post it. I don't know who posted it. So blocking me doesn't stop me from talking.
So it means that you're saying that your agenda here is to change the moral fabric, I beg your pardon, which has gone wrong in society today.
Did you read Dopso's abuse level? The family structure is broken. Now people are beating their wife, their uncles cannot talk. Oh, what is going on?
Is this a job for you, just one man, to fix?
Oh, I'm doing my part like what's the name of the man who spoke? My big learned man who spoke. They are playing their part. I'm playing my part. I have never attacked any personality. I don't insult people. I release the truth. Make your decision out of what I've said. And everything I say, they are basis.
So if your truth is seen as an insult, would you retract it?
I have never insulted anybody.
If your truth is seen as an insult
and justify, why wouldn't I retract it? I would retract it quickly. If I insult somebody, I do. Okay. And I'm careful. Trained from a home. I don't insult. So my social media, Facebook is down. WhatsApp is gone. They can take the Twitter, take the Instagram. But one thing they should learn is that the prince of this world is coming. He has nothing in me. He says, George, my son, occupy till I come. I don't need credentials. What I've learned is enough. What have I delivered to Ghana?
You sound like an angry person.
I've not been angry before. You've known me for a long time. I can't be angry. Anytime I get angry, I get passionate for change because anger is a tool. The Bible says that be angry, but sin not. So if you don't get angry, you'll be sinning before God. So you get angry, passionate to bring change. I pray to God that we need a change in marriages in this country. The hypocrisy is too much. And may God crash down every hypocrite that have decided not to see good marriages in the system. Okay. If you have a sister, like the people I see, you will yearn to have good marriages. The foundation of marriage must be solid, must be founded on Christ, not on the pastor